We try harder. 3 words that created what many call the greatest advertising campaign ever. The perfect challenger brand story. But these same 3 words nearly destroyed the most powerful car rental company in America.
Let Hertz put you in the driver's seat. Let Hertz take you anywhere at all.
This vacation, really let yourself go. Go Hertz class. With a new Chevrolet or other fine car, you'll see things you've never seen before.
They sent the market share of Hertz into free fall. What would Hertz do to keep being number 1? Hi, I'm Devesh, and on Brand Broccoli, I serve up stories to help you build evergreen brands. This is the story of how Hertz, after 4 years of silence, finally decided to punch back. And when they did, their market share finally stabilized. We all love underdog stories. They fill our movies, our books, and our culture. I've covered the Avis campaign on this channel. It revolutionized advertising. It made being number 2 cool. But this time, the story is different. Hertz was watching their market share plummet. Experts were predicting they wouldn't even be number 1 by 1968. The question was simple but critical. How do you fight an underdog without being the villain? They needed someone who could answer this, but who would take on advertising's greatest underdog story? You must be wondering, well, go to an ad agency. But what if I tell you this wasn't so easy? See, in those days, agencies used to have their own philosophy and personality. And this was reflected in the kind of work they produced. Yes, so different from today when marketing agencies are trying to be everything to everyone. A trade publication from 1991, for example, said this: David Ogilvy gave print advertising a certain dignity. William Bernbach gave it a humanity. Carl Alley gave it teeth. Perhaps this wasn't surprising. Carl Alley was founded by a fighter pilot who flew in World War II and the Korean War. Carl Alley, the man, wasn't afraid of a dogfight, even if it meant taking on Bill Bernbach, the creative genius behind the Avis campaign. Carl Alley was the same agency that made Volvo famous by challenging Detroit. That story for another video. But now they faced a different challenge. Instead of being the underdog, they had to fight one. The strategy was crystal clear. Attack Avis head on. Show the world why Hertz was number 1. Remind everyone there's no virtue in being number 2. But time was running out. The market share at Hertz kept falling. Inside the company, confidence was fading, and the world was witnessing the fall of a giant. In 1966, after 4 years of watching the We Try Harder campaign succeed, Hertz turned to Carl Alley. And that's exactly when Carl Alley proved why they were the agency with teeth. The time for this one-sided dialogue was over. Hertz was about to launch an attack never seen before in advertising. The first ad was a masterpiece. For years, Avis has been telling you Hertz is number 1. Now we are going to tell you why. It was the perfect opening shot in Carl Alley's assault on Avis. The campaign that followed was hard-hitting. Every Avis claim about being number 2 became proof of Hertz leadership. One TV commercial showed a We Try Harder balloon slowly deflating while a voice listed Hertz advantages. More cars, more locations, electronic reservations. Another ad simply asked, number 2 says he tries harder. Then who?
Now we're faced with Hertz's answer after 3 years. They've been quiet for 3 years, acting like number 1 should act. But now they've come out with number 2 says he tries harder than who?
The ads were direct and uncompromising. They took Avis's challenge head on, turning their own words against them. Even Avis's most famous clean ashtrays claim wasn't spared. What kind of achievement was a clean ashtray anyway? The impact was immediate. Within just 90 days, Avis slowed down on their legendary We Are Number 2 campaign. The numbers tell the rest of the story. Instead of falling to 42% as predicted, Hertz market share stabilized at 48%. Avis growth finally stopped at 35%. Carl Alley had delivered on their promise. They had answered advertising's greatest underdog story. There's a lot marketers and founders can learn from this story. Market leadership isn't a birthright. It's something you have to defend every single day. When a challenger attacks your position, silence might not be the best strategy. And when you do fight back, make sure you have an agency that treats your battle as their own. Most importantly, when you are the market leader, act like one. Don't let challengers define who you are. And if you are interested in more servings of brand inspiration, hit subscribe to Brand Broccoli. I'm Devesh, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.